Hello student, today we will start Ampere's law. It states that the line integral of magnetic field around any closed path or circuit in free space is equal to mu naught times the net current passing through any surface enclosed by the closed path. Mathematically, we can write line integral of b vector dot dl vector is equal to mu naught summation I, where b vector is the magnetic field, dl vector is the small element. Here b at a distance r tangentially in this direction. Here it is the element dl vector, and mu naught is the absolute permeability of free space, and I is the current enclosed by the closed path. Line integral b vector dot dl vector is equal to line integral of magnetic field at closed path. Here it is represent closed path, or is equal to circulation of magnetic field. Line integral does not depend on shape of closed loop and position of current carrying conductor in it. It only depends on current passing from closed loop. dl vector and b vector are in the same direction because direction of b is along the tangent to the circle as shown in the diagram. Here it is the circle. If the integration around the closed loop is anti-clockwise direction, here in the diagram anti-clockwise direction, then the right hand rule determines the sign for currents enclosed by the loop. According to this rule, the current I1 and I3 are taken as positive. Here I1, here I3, and I2 is taken as negative. Here I2 downward direction. Magnetic field due to long straight current carrying wire. Let I current is flowing in a long straight wire. Here it is long straight wire, current I flowing in this wire. P point is situated at R distance. Here R distance, point P, where magnetic field due to the current carrying wire is to be determined. Length of wire is very large as compared to R. Then the wire can be assumed up to infinite. Draw a circle of radius R. Here circle of radius R passing through point P such that the wire is normal to the plane of the circle and passes through its center O. If B vector is the magnetic field at point P on this circle is tangentially to it. Here magnetic field B tangentially. Due to the current carrying wire and dl vector is small element of circle drawn around the wire. Here small element xy length dl vector. Then according to Ampere's circuital law we have line integral b vector dot dl vector is equal to mu naught I. Here it is equation first. Now the angle between the vectors b vector and dl vector is 0 degree. Therefore line integral b vector dot dl vector is equal to line integral b dl cos 0 or line integral b dl because cos 0 is equal to 1, or we can write b line integral dl, but line integral dl is equal to 2 pi r. Therefore line integral b dot dl vector is equal to b 2 pi r. It is equation 2. From equation first and second we have b into 2 pi r is equal to mu naught I, or b is equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi r, or we can write b is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi into 2 I upon r. Next, magnetic field due to a long current carrying cylindrical conductor. Consider a circular wire of infinite length and radius r through which a steady current I passes. The current in the wire gives rise to a magnetic field around it. The magnetic field lines are represented by concentric circles with their centers on the axis of the wire. From Ampere law, magnetic field intensity due to current carrying circular wire of infinite length at the points first outside the wire, second on the surface of the wire, and third inside the wire can be determined. First, magnetic field intensity at a point outside the wire. In the figure, a small portion of finite length of the wire of infinite length of radius capital R is shown, in which I current is flowing. Here current I is flowing in the wire. Let a point P is situated outside the wire at a distance r. Here at a distance r, point P. Here radius of wire capital R. So small r is greater than capital R from the axis of the wire where magnetic field is to be determined. At point P, assume an element dl. Here element dl. This element dl and magnetic field B vector are in the same direction. Here B, magnetic field tangentially. According to Ampere's law, line integral of B vector dot dl vector is equal to mu naught I, since summation I is equal to I, or we can write line integral B dl cos 0 is equal to mu naught I, or we can write B line integral dl is equal to mu naught I, since line integral dl is equal to 2 pi r. So B into 2 pi r is equal to mu naught I. Therefore B is equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi r. It is equation first. Second, magnetic field intensity on the surface of the wire. In this case, small r is equal to capital R. Here capital R is radius of the wire, hence equation first can be written as B is equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi r. It is equation second. Third, magnetic field intensity at a point inside the wire. Now we will calculate the magnetic field inside the cylinder at a distance small r. Here it is distance small r. For it, consider an element of length dl at a point P. Here point P, length dl. Clear? If the current is uniformly distributed throughout the cross section of the wire, then the current through the circle of radius small r is less than capital R is I dash. Since current through pi r square area of cross section is equal to I, therefore current through unit area of cross section is equal to I upon pi r square. Therefore current through pi small r square area is I dash is equal to current per unit area of the wire into area of the circle of radius r. That is, I dash is equal to I upon pi r square into pi small r square. Pi to pi cancel. So, I dash is equal to I r square upon capital R square. So, according to Ampere law, line integral B dot dl vector is equal to mu naught summation I, since summation I is equal to I dash, or line integral B dl vector is equal to mu naught I dash, or line integral B dl cos 0 is equal to mu naught I dash, or B line integral dl is equal to mu naught I dash, since line integral dl is equal to 2 pi r, or B into 2 pi r is equal to, for the value of I dash, I r square upon capital R square, or B is equal to mu naught upon 2 pi into I r square upon capital R square into 1 upon r. R2 r cancel. So, B is equal to mu naught upon 2 pi I r upon r square. That is equation second. Thus, the magnetic field B is proportional to small r as we move from the axis of the cylinder towards its surface, and then it decreases as 1 upon r. Clear? The variation of magnetic field B with distance r from the axis of the wire is, means graph between magnetic field B and R. Here it is origin, inside the wire, B is proportional to R at the surface, means small r is equal to capital R. B maximum, the value of B maximum, mu naught I upon 2 pi r, and outside the wire B is proportional to 1 upon r. Clear? So, example first, a wire of radius 0.5 centimeter carries a current of 100 ampere which is uniformly distributed over 8 cross section. Find the magnetic field first at 0.1 centimeter from the axis of wire. Second, at the surface of the wire, and third, at a point outside the wire, 0.2 centimeter from the surface of the wire. So solution here, capital R given 0.5 centimeter means 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter, and I is equal to 100 ampere. So first B inside mu naught I upon 2 pi r square into small r. So put the value mu naught, the value of mu naught 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 into I 100 ampere into small r 0.1 into 10 to the power minus 2 upon 2 pi capital R 0.05 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole square. After calculation we will get 8.0 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. B inside. Clear? Second, B surface mu naught I upon 2 pi r. Put the value mu naught 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 into 100 upon 2 pi into 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 2. After calculation we will get 4.0 into 10 to the power minus 3 Tesla. Third, here small r 0.5 plus 0.2 means 0.7 centimeter or 0.7 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So B outside is equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi r. Put the value 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 into I 100, 2 pi into r 0.7 into 10 to the power minus 2. After calculation we will get 2.86 into 10 to the power minus 5 Tesla.